Hi and hello, I'm Ellie Wishes. Welcome back to my channel, and today it is Bird edition of Webkinz as Humans, a very exciting episode because the idea slash theme for this episode came from the comment section of my Christmas video. So thank you so much, Opossum Bum, for the idea. It was perfect because also on the eStore they're doing Odd Holiday and they have all their bird codes on sale right now on Webkinz. So for this idea, I had very limited amount of birds to pick from. So we're starting with Ida, the gray owl, Flapjack, the cardinal, and Pancakes, the blue jay. If any of these names sound remotely familiar, it's because this is also low-key a Owl House themed episode of Webkinz as Humans, because all of these are named after Owl House characters. Pancakes, I'll explain, you might be thinking, Ellie, it should be Waffles. Waffles is the blue jay's name. I'm sorry, it's a long story, I'll explain it. But first, to start off, Ida the owl, I wanted to do something kind of similar to Ida Clawthorne's design, but not exactly ripping it from the show. So I wanted big gray hair, and I kind of wanted an older lady. And those were the two things I was really pulling from the show. And I decided instead of going for a red color palette like Ida has in the show, I was going to go polar opposites. I was going to do a nice dark blue. I did keep the yellow because it's the color of the owl's eyes. And if any of you guys are interested in the actual drawing part of this, I put on notes. I try and write notes on the side explaining what I'm doing. So if you find that remotely helpful, let me know. So I did a really saturated version of her designs and the colors weren't working, so I completely deleted my color layer and I restarted with a more muted blue and an oranger undertone for her skin, and I really liked how that looked, especially with the bright yellow. I thought it was a nice unifying color palette because I'm gonna be honest, I just pull this stuff out of my brain and it doesn't always work. Most of the time it does, but sometimes you get some hiccups in the system. I gave her these bright yellow rain boots because I imagine her being this theater teacher, this retired theater teacher who just loves the Renaissance Festival, and she's there and she's dressed up in all of her beautiful Ren Fair outfit and it's raining, so she's like, I'm not gonna mess up my shoes, I'm just gonna take out my giant yellow rain boots. On top of that, I wanted to also subtly bring in elements from the show. Like, I have kind of a hootie looking owl on the front part of her dress, on her belt, and I also tried to give her big earrings like Ida, and the round belt really reminds me of the potions that Ida drinks. Upon finishing Ida's design, she really reminded me of Beatrice from the Thanksgiving episode, and then I realized they kind of look like sisters with the same yellow eyes, and then it would make sense for Beatrice's granddaughter to be named Edalyn, who's also an owl. It's all coming together because I was like, how am I going to explain that these two Webkinz are actually named it the same character? It all came together, you guys. It all came together. Flapjack, the legend, the king himself, and he looks so beautiful, and his halo, for no specific reason is he dressed up in that outfit. I would never he's just so adorable. So my inspiration for the next two characters was, like I said, Ida kind of seems like a former theater teacher, like she's in retirement. So I thought, like, what if these are two of her former students who are like now in college, but like they really bonded with their theater teacher. So like they go to Renaissance fairs, and like because she's older, they make sure to go and check on her. Like Flapjack is like her surrogate grandson. Like he is checking in on her because she never had kids. She was just too busy with her passion for teaching high school theater. And for this outfit, I like to imagine like they all play D&D together, and so they're going to the Renaissance Fair as their D&D characters. It's very cute, very wholesome, and one of my favorite little details is that Flapjack, he has his sister's blue jay feather on a necklace, which is so cute. And also his t-shirt that he cut up for his Ren Fair outfit is a park shirt for the adventure park, which is an actual part of the game in Webkinz. So fun. But yeah, with all that being said, let's go to those sweet, sweet close-up shots. So I feel the need to explain myself. If you're familiar with the final season of Owl House, you would know that the Blue Jay talisman that Hunter has, because both Flapjack and the Blue Jay are both Hunter's talismans, which is like a magic staff. That talisman is named Waffles. Now, I would like you guys to keep in mind, after the final episode came out, where we saw Waffles for the first and like only time, you didn't know Waffles' name. It was never said in the show until the creator of the show, Dana, she posted a picture of like an actual plate of waffles. It was like, that's the name, by the way, implying that the Blue Jay was named Waffles. I adopted my Blue Jay webkin in that little awkward time in between where you didn't know the character's name. So I named him Pancakes, Flapjack and Pancakes, because it made sense in my mind, but she could also be called Waffles. I don't mind. But circling back to the whole talisman thing, because both Flapjack and Pancakes are inspired by characters who are talismans, that's why I gave them both staffs, because talismans are part of a staff in the Owl House. If you're not familiar, I feel like I'm just probably saying a bunch of words at you if you're not familiar with the Owl House. So I gave them both magic staffs. Maybe both of their D&D characters are clerics or something. Part of what I really, really like about Pancakes' design is I love all the blue, although it doesn't really work very well with the color format that I use, like the background formatting I use for all of these characters. I just love this like light blue gray color. It's so beautiful, and I love the cloud pants. But all of that gushing, and did you see me have to resize the head? That's embarrassing for me. Okay. Anyways, enjoy the close-up shots. And that's a wrap on this episode of Webkinz as Humans. Look at Flapjack and Pancakes together. They're so adorable. I haven't decided if they're twins or if one sibling is older than the other, so if you have any fun ideas about that, let me know. I'd love to hear your analysis on these characters, what fun personality quirks you'd give them. And I'm so excited. This was the first video 2024 in our first episode of Webkinz as Humans in 2024. I have some plans that I cannot yet divulge, but I'm really excited about next month's video. I am prepping stuff for when my semester at school starts back up, so I'm making a little backlog of videos, but I have so many cool things that I can't wait to share, and I'm so excited for the school semester to start. I know that might sound crazy, but I miss going on campus, and a lot of the videos that I make are actually sometimes just me recording a school assignment that I'm doing, so I'm excited to have an extra pool of ideas for videos I can take from, because right now I'm kind of running dry on stuff that I can do. And yeah, overall I'm pretty excited. Also, guys, last episode of Webkinz as Humans, I don't know how, but all of the audio footage of when I was talking, all the voiceover when I was talking over about Rudy's design got deleted. It's 3 minutes of dead silence in copyright free Christmas music. I have never been more devastated. I was watching it at 3 a.m. because I was I'll rewatch that video that I made, and I found that out, and I've never been more upset. I actually have been more upset, but I was sad. I'm being dramatic. It's not that big of a deal, but it was kind of upsetting. Okay, all that being said, I hope you have an awesome day, night, evening, morning, whatever time you are in, and peace out.